see a participant from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Buckeyes offense will go on the attack first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all of the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many...
Breaks into the open. Oh, the quick spin move. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's going to take off. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. It's on target and complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Lost to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodgers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That fumble in thrust territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Hoosiers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll go back to work on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pucks it out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Surging forward on the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and we'll see what they do to finish off this drive.
Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W.
To the air on first down.
Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Chandler. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle, it's Beebe. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker, it's Chandler. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The play action fake. Grab near the marker, it's Porter. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the option. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead's extended a little far.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Harris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Connection to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Oh, they're after him. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Hoosiers will line it up on first and 10. Oh, he's looking to throw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Barker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, oof, that'll be a fun day.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Reading the option. It's Sayin. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. On target. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Zings it complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. All they need is a field goal to make it a two-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. There's the pressure. Moving away from pressure. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finds his man. It's Chandler. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is in the air. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football for them out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground, it's Rodgers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Sayin. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds the tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt.
4th down, coming up.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Sayin. Caught near the sticks. It's Graham. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run, run as a defense come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buckeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 18 to Kansas State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down play from the gun. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Indiana!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's LeBlanc. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. from inside his own 10. He'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They believe they can run right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Becker. Knocked off his feet. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Bond. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Bond. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Great place to start for this offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Quick spin on the ride. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Takes it on the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the move. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the give off the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the big fella. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.